Hey, howdy. It's Gutter Trash, episode 179, The Duellists. My name is Eric.
And I'm Jason.
Howdy.
Hey.
I'm doing okay.
Cool.
Yeah. What's up?
Nothing much. Good to be back into the swing of things.
What?
We had that space episode that threw us all off.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Yeah.
At least as far as remembering which episode number this was.
Because usually the even numbers are the movies.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, we've thrown in our random episode here and there before, so
right.
It's been a while since we had just an episode about nothing.
Yeah. Well, that we disclaim to be about nothing. And I think it's actually been more of a while since we've had an episode about something.
Right. This may or may not be one of those.
Yeah.
Well, we can always try.
Yeah, let's try.
I don't know what we're trying.
To have an episode about something?
Oh, okay.
How about the Duellists?
Well, we can talk about the Duellists.
Yeah. Let's talk about that shit.
All right, let us talk that motherfucker up.
Yeah, dog. This movie's as old as I am.
Yeah. It's older than me.
Yeah. Elvis may have been alive when this movie was made.
Ooh.
The same year. I don't know what month.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, I think he might have been dead.
Oh, really?
Yeah, didn't he die in August of 77?
No, because I think you're right.
Okay, well, this came out on August 31st, 1977.
Oh, wow. Elvis never got to see this movie.
Nope. Maybe he saw dailies.
Huh. Well, good for him.
You know, Ridley Scott, nobody director at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, just send him footage.
He's like, I wonder what the king thinks of this. I mean, they mentioned the king in the movie.
Oh, that's true.
So, you know, yeah. And they weren't talking about Jack Kirby, so clearly.
Maybe they were talking about Jack Kirby.
Oh, really? That's possible, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but about then he was a star.
Yeah, I mean,
years in.
The movie is, about the royalists, people who worship the king, and, people who worship the emperor, aka Stan Lee.
Yeah. Yeah, and he would have been more than a dozen years into his Marvel run then, so,
right.
Yeah, okay. No, that makes me like it even more. Which,
What? What, you want to talk about the Stan Lee Jack Kirby thing about the Avengers right now?
No.
About how at a convention or something, somebody questioned Stan Lee why Jack Kirby didn't receive any kind of credit in the Avengers movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then Stan Lee answered with like, well, what kind of credit should he have gotten?
Yeah. Maybe just like his name on the screen?
Yeah.
Like, co-created by?
Yeah. It's usually how it appears in the Marvel movies, co-created by, or based on the comics created by Stan and Jack.
Yeah.
Of course, with the Avengers, there were certain characters not created by Stan or Jack.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, Coulson.
Like that, yeah. Or Maria Hill.
Yeah.
Hawkeye and Black Widow, created by Don Heck.
Security guard.
Security guard, created by Harry Dean Stanton.
But Jack Kirby's name is on the film, right?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
So this, you probably feel like you have, though.
I feel like I have, and that's why I'm not going to.
But the person that was complaining to Stan, did they have any sort of reason?
I don't know. This is just shit I read on the internet.
I thought maybe, there was
because there's controversy over the Avengers movie.
Yeah.
Just the same old thing where, Marvel and DC mistreat their creators.
Right. The ones that sign the contracts?
Yeah.
Those guys?
Yeah. It's not so much about the contracts, though.
No. Just about...
what's right.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Jack Kirby helped breathe life into, the Marvel Universe.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that probably would not have been as successful if it weren't for his work.
Totally agree.
That guy is owed something.
I totally agree.
Yeah. It's about what's right.
But, he's been passed on for...
Sure, but his family is still alive.
Yeah.
And Marvel is still making money off of his creations.
That's true.
Just because Stan Lee had a better lawyer, and was just more of a shyster than, Kirby was.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, I'd like to think there's some sort of money going to them, but...
Yeah. I mean, there's very little. I would say that there's probably not any.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's too bad. Jeez, now I'm depressed.
Yeah.
You want to go, shoot muskets at each other?
Yeah.
Or have a saber battle?
Sure. I would like to sidebar one more time into the whole Avengers thing.
Oh, yeah.
Someone online had posted this thing about how, the whole Jack Kirby thing, and how, Marvel is not paying, the creators of, the people responsible for making the Avengers a success, they're not paying them, royalties or anything. And so, he put out this call to a charity, if you're going to go see the Avengers, also you should probably donate, the price of a ticket to, the Hero Initiative or, one of the charities that, benefit, comic creators who may not be getting work and who may be ailing and stuff like that.
About legal troubles
and all that. Well, no, it's mostly just for, health.
Okay.
Comic Book Legal Defense Fund is what you're thinking of there. And, whatever. That's mostly just about protecting people who like to look at pedophile porn.
I love it.
Disguised as manga. But, this is for, people like Gene Colan who needed help when he was, beginning to get ill and suffer. And, about, helping them out when they can't work and, stuff like that. And, it's a fine organization. I've donated myself to the Hero Initiative.
Mm-hmm.
The person who wrote this, I've never seen a call to charity come off as so fucking pretentious and full of himself that it honestly makes me wish that I never had donated to the Hero Initiative.
Well, that's not their fault. Unless he's like the president.
No, it was just a dude.
Yeah.
He was like, well, I'm not going to go see the Avengers, so I've already donated. And you assholes fucking love superheroes. You should probably give your money too because you're fucktards. That's how it came off.
Right.
Not his actual words.
Right.
But how it came off.
The tone of it.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. He's not going to win any friends that way.
Well, he apparently has because people can't see the smugness of it, apparently.
Did he use emoticons?
No emoticons.
Like he used the smug one, the one with the middle finger.
It just, it all formed a pictogram that was just a giant middle finger.
Yeah.
That also had a word balloon coming off of it that said, fuck you, comic book fans.
All right.
Seriously, I don't like people.
Oh, I know. I know this. I know this about you. It's one of your poorly kept secrets.
Yeah.
Well, I probably will go see the Avengers.
See, I don't want to see the Avengers just because I'm just so tired of it.
All right.
Yeah, I'll probably see it on DVD. But, I don't need smug, pretentious fuck telling me, that I'm bad because,
right.
I'm not donating money to the Hero Initiative.
Oh, don't listen to that guy. Like you said, you've donated before.
Yeah.
And, he's just being a jerk. So.
Yeah.
That's why the internet is bad. There's just so many, bad vibes on there, man.
Yeah. I wish I could, not use the internet ever again.
Right. Or just use it for your means and then just ignore everything that everybody else puts on there.
Right. Hey, everybody's always ignoring the stuff I put on there, so why not? Welcome to Gutter Trash. Guy listening to us right now.
Is he still listening? I thought we were
probably
not.
Okay.
I thought he.
I think he jumped off board when I said, "Hey, howdy."
Yeah. No.
Yeah, this makes me want to fight.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's duel.
All right.
Oh. Yeah, this is Ridley Scott's directorial debut.
Yes, movie-wise.
For film.
He had directed a couple television shows throughout the 60s, as we discovered.
Mm-hmm.
This was his first major feature. Kid has some potential, I'd say.
Yeah, he's going places.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got probably my favorite Carradine.
Yeah.
And
really?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I'd say that's the underdog carroting.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I would say not too many people would agree with you.
Well, I
would say it's also probably just because of,
I've seen him in so many things. I mean, well, I've seen him in like 3 or 4 things, and I always like him every time.
Right.
But,
oh, yeah, I've never disliked him in anything. But I'm just saying that, for the most part, I would say most people are into the David Carradine.
Oh, I like the David Carradine. Yeah, I think he's great. But I think I like his brother.
I would say he's a better actor.
Yeah, definitely.
I think David Carradine just has that sort of kitsch factor.
He's got charisma too.
Well, he's got a charisma, but
maybe his charisma outweighs his talent. Maybe.
Yeah, I think he's more outweighed
with the ED on the end.
Yeah. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Should this be the second episode of Gutter Trash to have the autoerotic asphyxiation tag?
Yeah, might as well. I mean, we gotta talk about it a little.
Of course.
We can't just toss that tag around willy-nilly.
We can't talk about a carradine without throwing it in there, right?
Without talking about killing yourself while jerking off. Keith Carradine.
Yeah.
Who played what's his name on Dexter?
Lundy.
Yeah.
He was excellent in that.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in a ton of other stuff. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
Looks a lot, throughout this movie, kept thinking that, hey, he looks a lot like Mark Hamill.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was probably they were both, super young at the time, and,
right.
They were probably the same age at the time anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Both movies came out roughly at the same time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Star Wars and this one. Or maybe I'm thinking of Corvette Summer. He could have easily played Luke Skywalker.
Yeah, might have been better at it. Possibly.
Probably.
Yeah. But he was too busy making this film.
Yes, he was. With a much better co-lead.
Yeah. Harvey?
Yeah. Nothing against Harrison Ford.
Right.
But, Harvey Keitel is a much better actor.
He's really great.
He's amazing.
His range is pretty awesome, too.
Yeah.
And like, this was the most, I think, probably, unless you count Bad Lieutenant, which was just him being fucking nuts, but This is the most just, like, mean, crazy mean, I guess would be the word.
Right.
Character I've seen him play. He was kind of like, this movie is very like, it's kind of like Harvey Keitel is Wile E. Coyote, and Keith Carradine is the Roadrunner.
Yeah. Ooh, I don't know. This is up for debate.
Oh yeah.
Because I guess he kind of is, but Keith Carradine never really outsmarts him. He never really successfully escapes.
Well, sort of.
He's never a step ahead of Harvey Keitel.
Right. Yeah.
Roadrunner usually can see the Wile E. Coyote's tricks, a couple steps ahead.
Yeah, this is okay. Maybe it's more like Pepe Le Pew and then the cat.
Okay.
So
basically, maybe Bugs Bunny and Yosemite Sam.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny seems to always know what's coming too.
Daffy Duck and Yosemite Sam.
Oh yeah, that might be it.
Elmer Fudd.
Yeah, I'd say Elmer and Daffy. Do you want to describe the film further so people don't think we just watched Looney Tunes for an hour and a half?
Well, it's about two guys, two soldiers in the French Revolution in Napoleon's army who just, Harvey Keitel plays a guy who just loves to duel.
He's a dueler.
Yeah. A duelist.
Oh, yeah, that's a better time.
Yeah. Make a note of that.
Yeah. Somebody write that down.
And Keith Carradine plays the guy who, unfortunately, to just always cross his path.
Well, yeah, because he's like you said, Harvey Keitel is a duelist. He's always dueling, and he doesn't really think anything of it. It's more like, he's just brushing his teeth when he duels in the morning. But
he gets up, he has a cup of coffee, brushes his teeth, reads the paper, kills a dude.
Yeah, shines his shoes.
Yeah,
goes to work. And then Keith Carradine's character is he doesn't do anything horrible. He just kind of enters. He's just a passing, background character in Harvey Keitel's day.
Yeah,
and Harvey just sort of latches onto him as, this is my next one.
Yeah, this is his arch nemesis.
Yeah. Oh, he's kind of like is it more like Dr. Venture in The Monarch, maybe?
Maybe, yeah. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Keith Carradine as Dr. Venture.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel as the Monarch.
Right.
Just always raging against him for no particular reason.
Yeah, they probably, I'm sure the Monarch can't even remember at this point why he hates him so much. And the same thing with this movie.
Well, that's actually, I think, kind of a plot point in the movie, is that he really doesn't remember exactly how this all started.
Yeah, eventually when he's sort of
confronted with it.
Yeah, he's sort of has stammers and has to make something up on the spot. And he's like, it's seared into my brain. I remembered it like it was yesterday.
So the movie takes place over 16 years, something like that.
It started in 1800.
Yeah, right. I think it ended in 1816.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure, but over a decade.
Yeah, of battles throughout England, France, Russia.
Right.
Yeah.
And numerous attempts on Carradine's part to try to, just let this go.
Yeah.
Unsuccessful every time.
Yeah. I swear it's, this movie...
It's not a comedy.
Yeah.
But it's very comedic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a beautifully shot, well acted, human piece, but it is loaded with just hilarious, laugh out loud moments.
Yeah.
Every time Harvey Keitel just appears, when the Stacy Keach, no less, narrates, 4 years have passed, and then you just see, Carradine just hanging out or something.
Right. He's just living his life.
Yeah. And he just turns the corner and he catches the eye of Harvey Keitel, and it's just hilarious every time.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was an enjoyable movie.
Yeah. I honestly think this is I would call it a lost gem.
I'd say so. I mean, I'd never heard of it before last week.
I'd never heard of it before Space. Somebody was talking to me about, we were talking about Prometheus, and then, just Ridley Scott movies, and he's like, the Duellists, that was a great movie, and I was like, well, I've never heard of it. And he started telling me about it, and I was like, oh my gosh. So how is this movie, by a
respected director with
starring
respected actors.
Yeah. How have we never heard of this?
Yeah, it was very weird. Because after the movie was over, I looked on IMDb because I was just curious as to what else Ridley Scott has done. I mean, I know the big ones, but I was just curious to see what else.
He did the big ones. I didn't realize he had a porn
did the
stint.
big ones. Yep.
Huh.
It was before this movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did he do Big Jugs too? Because I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, it has all the same actresses.
Right. Yeah. But I think there's maybe one or two other movies post-Alien that I had never heard of that he had directed.
Yeah.
But I have heard of, the rest of them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's not super prolific, but he's got, 15 movies that he's directed. Yeah. And I've heard of most of them, except for this and maybe two others in, the mid-80s, late 90s.
Yeah, there was something like The Good One or something, or...
Yeah, no,
I hadn't heard
The
of
Big
that.
One.
The Big One.
Yeah,
the big ones, yeah. Yeah. That's it. But yeah, and also it was kind of inspiring because you said, we did the math and you said he was 40 when he, did this movie.
Right.
His first his directorial debut in film.
Right.
That's pretty awesome.
That is awesome. It gives a little hope to, 33 and 35-year-old losers who've done nothing yet.
Yeah. Yeah. Whoever you are, if you
guys are
if you're out there listening, take inspiration from this. Don't kill yourselves just yet.
You've got at least 5 to 7 more years to get on that.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a few people, like, I think, and it's weird too, because sometimes it's some of the most prolific people, like, I'm pretty sure Charles Bukowski and, what's his nuts? Robert Pollard. Like, I'm pretty sure both of those guys were, like, in their mid to late 30s before they even started doing anything.
Right.
And they turned out to be super prolific. Maybe alcohol is a factor, because those two guys are known for... So, okay, if you're failing in life and you're in your waning years, take up alcohol as a
hobby.
Not just a hobby.
As a lifestyle?
As a lifestyle, yeah. And you'll either become really successful, or you won't even remember that you had something you were trying to do in the first place.
Right. And either way, you're good to go.
Yeah, you're better than most at that point.
What?
So yeah, other than the two awesome, like the duelists in the movie.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to call it duelers. Yeah, I mean, what'd you think overall?
I already said that I found this to be a very enjoyable movie.
Yeah, I mean, I thought all the, like, little side characters were, I mean, some of them were, like, almost, like, awesome, quirky Coen Brothers guys, like,
right.
Like the two officers that show up with,
Are we gonna tell at the end?
Yeah,
right.
like, those guys were amazing. Yeah, I mean, just, like, super interesting characters throughout.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I liked most of it. A little slow in certain parts.
Mm-hmm.
But it was beautifully shot.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Just liked, the look of it. The scenery.
It almost looked too perfect. Like, I was like, convinced that some of it was studio shots, but it said it was all shot on location in Scotland, England, and France, and I was kind of surprised by that during the credits. Because, yeah, some of it it almost looked, I was like, there's no way that's real. I mean, that's perfect.
Right.
You know?
Now it'll all just be CG.
Yeah, exactly. They'd be like, not even the horse would be real.
Right.
Yeah, one thing I was going to mention too, like, it almost seemed like either an homage or just a ripoff of, like, it seemed like Ridley Scott was really, like, doing some Stanley Kubrick worship.
Because, again, did a little research. He totally made this to be an homage to Stanley Kubrick's Barry Lyndon.
Okay.
He said he loved the way that he shot that film, and he wanted to do his version of it.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about that. I mean, like, I definitely see a lot of Kubrick in the shots, like those slow pullaways and like, and just like the camera movements, but I didn't even think about that, but I think the opening shot of Barry Lyndon is a duel. Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I hadn't thought about that, but yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah, it wasn't like to the point where it was just like a bad ripoff, but I mean, I don't know any other director that is just, like in his toolbox is that slow pull away that he uses like multiple times in every film. And Scott did that a lot in this one.
Yeah. Glad you brought that up. There are certain things I didn't like about his direction, or just certain choices he made that I wasn't a fan of, such as cutting away to other scenes, like in the middle of like a fight or whatever.
Oh, like where he's remembering.
Right, yeah. I'm not a huge fan of that, and I kind of have to wonder if Tony Scott has seen him do that, and just decided that, my brother did it, I can do that too, and just took it to the worst extreme possible.
Does he do a lot of this?
Especially recently. He's got that MTV cutaway kind of style, and it's annoying and sickening.
Okay. What? I know I've seen some Tony Scott movie in the last, like something newer than Top Gun and True Romance, but I can't remember.
Domino?
No. Didn't he do something? Did he do? No. Yeah, I can't remember.
Man on Fire.
Huh. It's alright. Yeah. I can't think of what it was, but yeah. I like both those guys, but yeah, it definitely had that Kubrick flavor to it.
Yeah. This was based on a story written by Joseph Conrad, who also wrote the story that Apocalypse Now is based on.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one was called The Duel, and apparently based on real-life incidents.
Really?
Yeah, there were two guys who just, for over like the span of 20 years, had 30 duels.
I know that at the very beginning they said that, but I thought that was like maybe a Fargo type of thing.
Yeah.
They were just playing into the story, but wow, that's amazing. Why was that such a like proper accepted thing back then? Like it's like, oh yes, that parking spot was mine. Let's have a duel. Like, why did that go away?
Why did it go away?
Yeah.
I don't know. It should be around, I think. I mean, we'd both be dead, but
clearly. I'm sure there's some point in our life that we would have, won a duel.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, clearly we would be long gone by now.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. When did that stop? I wonder. Like late 1800s?
I'm sure.
Mid 1800s?
I don't know. I don't know.
Like
you're asking the wrong person.
I'm thinking after, because I mean, like this movie, it starts out, the first time they do it, it's with those like fencing swords, and then they evolve to a saber, and then like a horseback, with swords, and then eventually
pistols.
There's pistols. Yeah, and I would imagine like once pistols became a standard dueling thing, like maybe it didn't last as long because maybe people weren't as into it because they know somebody's gonna die.
Well, I would say because historically. Guns were very inaccurate until even in the 20th century.
Yeah.
Like you could, because it would be one shot,
right?
And
it could go off like a foul ball style,
right? Yeah, right. It would just be completely inaccurate. The aim would be completely off, and sometimes just no one would get hit.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that probably made it a little less scary,
But, even in the Old West, they had showdowns.
Right.
So, I'm not sure where dueling ended.
Yeah. Did it end with the Old West, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe once society realized that this is not a good way to solve things.
Yeah. Let's have a basketball game or something. Yeah. I don't think it would have been as...
Maybe it was the invention of the thumb war.
Can you imagine if Michael Bay remade this film and just had Harvey Keitel and Keith Carradine thumb wrestle for 2 hours? That'd be awesome. CGI and some stuff.
So, I'm very upset with Netflix.
Oh?
Because the description of this movie and the ending of it is spoiled on the description.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah. Because, basically, the way they describe it, and I'm not going to do it here, because, I don't want to spoil it.
Right, yeah.
Because like I said, it's apparently a gem that not a lot of people may have seen.
All right.
And people, I think, should check it out. It's very good.
Oh, yeah. Very good.
But, it describes, Keith Carradine and Harvey Keitel, have many bloody duels, and then it basically spoils the ending, but then it says, but that's not the ending! But it was. So, I'm watching it, and so I figured that by that description, that would be, the halfway point of the movie, and then, something weird would happen, and then there'd be, another 45 minutes of bizarre stuff happening. And, no.
Maybe they're referring to, they're like, well, what we didn't want to say is the actual ending involves all these white words scrolling upwards.
Because, there is a twist.
Right.
And I use that in the loosest possible sense.
Right.
So don't expect, an M. Night Shyamalan type thing.
Right. It's not like they switch bodies and
live
each other's lives up.
Right, yeah. But yeah, they essentially describe the entire plot of the movie, up through, like, other than the final minute of the movie.
Yeah,
that's the explosive ending that you're not expecting.
Right.
The last minute.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Why would they do that? Like, this is one of those movies that seems like the less you know, the best. Like, like if you just said, like if you just walked into a red box or whatever you do, and you saw the thing sitting there, like, I love Harvey Keitel. I've never heard of this movie. Yeah. That would be the ideal situation where that's.
I'm pretty sure this movie would never be in a red box, but go ahead.
Right. But where you just pick it up and you don't even read the back because, it is a fairly simple plot. But.
It is. It's all about these two guys dueling.
Right.
Yeah.
But, like, you'd even be better off not even knowing that they have a recurring duel. Like the first time if you see the duel, you have no idea that they're going to do it.
It is called The Duellists.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you're even better off not even reading the title.
Yeah.
Just, yeah. From now on, don't even read the title of the films that you select to watch.
Right. Well, I would, I'm really getting to the point where I don't want to know anything about any movie. I just, I don't want to watch trailers anymore. All I have to know is a title of a movie and basically just an idea of what the movie is.
Right.
Just like, not even a plot detail or description, just like, the name of this movie is, The Duelist, and it's a historical adventure movie.
That's all you need to know. Yeah.
And Ridley Scott directed it. It's got Harvey Keitel and Keith Carradine.
Yeah, I'd want to know the actors and I hardly ever watch trailers anymore. Because either you
gotta be better off for it.
Oh yeah, I totally am. I'm totally happier. Like, I'll either hear about a movie at Mavericks if it's geek related.
Right.
Or, like, you or Kathleen will be like, hey, there's a new movie with Harry Dean Stanton or a Coen Brothers or whatever.
Right.
Like, something that somebody knows that I would want to see. And, like, I just feel like I'm relying on people that are plugged in, and I can stay unplugged that way. It's really nice.
I wish I could. Yeah. I'm trying. I am trying. I haven't seen a single trailer for, movies that I'm really interested in. I have sadly seen an Avengers trailer, but I also saw that at a movie, and I think that's fair game.
Right. Yeah.
But, like, I'm not seeking it out online, and I'm not going on Wikipedia every day to read, plot descriptions of it or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's, like, I know that I want to see that movie anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I don't need all the other crap.
I don't want to know it. Like, once I know I want to see something, that is the last thing I want to know before I'm watching the movie.
Right.
Like, okay, I know I'm going to see the next 4 Coen Brothers movies.
Right.
And I couldn't care less what they're about.
Right.
Like, if one's a documentary on Rubbermaid plasticware and one's a horror porn, I'll watch whatever. I really don't care.
Yeah, well, with the Coen Brothers, that's something that you've already decided, well, I love those guys, I'm in. Whatever,
Right.
Yeah.
Even certain actors, though, like, I'd watch anything with, I don't know, like, even George Clooney, I'd watch anything, like, even if it was a romantic comedy, because he's just fun to watch, and, like, a lot of actors and actresses,
I don't know that I would go actors, actresses, but,
really?
definitely director.
Right. Writers and directors.
Writers and directors, yeah. Maybe not so much the writers, but, definitely directors.
Right.
Because at least I know that it'll be interesting to watch.
Like Harmony Korine.
Never seen any of his movies.
Really?
Yeah.
Would you veto?
I'm not interested in seeing him in his movies.
But you wouldn't veto?
I'm really not interested in seeing any of his movies.
I think there's 1 or 2 that I've never seen. So, I'd love to see all of them.
Right.
Because for the record, like, it's one of those things where, like, I want to see every one of them, but I'm fully aware that I'm not going to like all of them.
Right.
But the ones that I do like, I really like.
Right.
So, yeah. So I'd like, maybe eventually I'll test your veto power.
Right.
Maybe I'll slip in a name. I'll be like, oh, it's this movie, it's got somebody in it, so-and-so's in it. Maybe I'll, like, try to sneak one in that you don't know.
I'll have to research Harmony Korine's, filmography and make sure I know everything he's done.
Damn it.
But yeah, and like, I saw Cabin in the Woods a couple weeks ago, and that is a much better experience to go into not knowing a thing about it.
Right.
And it's just, I don't need to know everything about a movie before I see a movie.
There's too much information.
Yeah, and I mean, there's like a thing online, someone, did a poll or a survey or something, that like, oh, spoilers don't ruin movies. People actually enjoy them more. Like, well, I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me. Not at all. Like, I'm done hearing anything about Prometheus.
Right.
Like, I'm totally done.
I saw a trailer for it, and that was it. And, but, I mean, I'm online all the time, so I can't help but see things, whether I actually seek them out or not. Like, I already know.
See, I'm lucky because
certain things about it that, I probably would rather have not known about it.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, if I'm online, the only way I'm going to find out anything about a trailer is if somebody emails it to me.
Right.
Or if James Kachaka writes about it in his diary comic. Other than that, I'm pretty safe.
Yeah, there's one major thing about Prometheus that I know that I honestly wish I hadn't known.
Right.
Yeah. But whatever.
Is it the fact that there's Terminators and Predators in it?
Damn it, I don't want to say. But by forcing me to say that, you've made me say it.
I assumed everybody knew that by now. Sorry, listener, if you hadn't. Yeah. I honestly can say if I enjoyed all movies as much as I enjoyed The Duellists, I would watch a lot more movies.
Really?
I really, really enjoyed this movie. Like, I enjoyed the, like how, I mean, like, it was kind of slow, but, like, in a good way for me.
Yeah, yeah.
And, like...
Because, I mean, it's not a long movie by any means.
Right.
It's just a little over an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's got some subtlety. It's got
character building.
Dry comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Very dry.
Yeah. Just light action.
Yeah, there's action, but it's not like
it's not in your face. Yeah. But it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, this movie is thoroughly enjoyable.
I would say it's better than at least 60% of the Ridley Scott movies I've seen. Yeah.
I haven't seen too many of them.
Yeah.
But which ones have I seen? Seen Alien.
Seen Matchstick Man.
Not seen Matchstick Man.
Blade Runner.
Not seen Blade Runner.
G.I. Jane.
Not seen G.I. Jane.
Have you seen The Duellists?
I've seen The Duellists.
Did you like it better than that one?
Than The Duellists?
Yeah. I thought they were actually about the same.
They were brothers. Yeah. I liked it better than Hannibal.
Oh, okay.
Which I did see, and I enjoyed.
Yeah,
I like Hannibal.
Same here. I liked Hannibal, but not as much as this.
I think those may be the only three Ridley Scott movies I've seen.
Wow. Okay.
No, I've seen Gladiator. I didn't like that.
Yeah, I didn't like that either. Yeah.
Hey,
that's cool.
So Ridley Scott.
Yeah, enjoyable movie.
Looking forward to seeing Prometheus at some point.
Me as well. Yeah.
All right, then. Take a break?
Sure, let's do that.
I don't have anything else
Yeah.
to say.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel's awesome.
Yeah, check it out.
Check it out.
It's worth seeing.
Duellists. With 2 L's, as I learned.
Really?
Yeah.
Duell?
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
I would never have guessed.
Yeah.
Huh. English language. Try and figure it out, folks.
Yep. We'll be back.
You were standing, and I was thinking of all the time that I spent hanging around. Situation could only get better. I got closer to see what I found. In the morning, moving easy, everything seems so right. But when the night comes, I've been dreaming about leaving you one more time. Girl, you gave me good love, but it ain't quite right. No, I won't tell you that you're the only one for me, and I'd be a liar if I promised I could give you every single thing you ever need. You gave me good love, but it ain't quite right.
Hey, welcome back to Gutter Trash.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? How's life treating you? You wanted the best, you got the best. Gutter Trash!
I just didn't know if you were talking to me or to everybody.
Oh, you know. Well, either way, you're a part of the audience.
Okay. Well, then I'm doing fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Sweet.
As fine as I can get, anyway.
As a dude in Dayton.
As a lonely, depressed dude in Dayton. With depressing things happening to him all the time.
Oh. You need to turn that frown upside down.
Yeah. I just got back and back to living in my apartment after a week of living at my parents' house.
Oh, yeah.
House sitting while they were on vacation. And I got to say that I mean, it's awesome living there, you know, for a week or whatever.
Right.
Free food and comfy house and
Kitty cats
and cable and but without having my neighbors here to make it extra special to get away, it kind of lost a little something.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't enjoy it as much.
Oh, I enjoyed it, but you know, there's just that feeling of, you know,
Release.
yeah. Or just relief in general.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause, you know, I mean, like, you know, my neighbors were terrible human beings. Mm-hmm. And every time my parents went away and I had to house sit for them, it'd be like, fuck yeah, I can get away from those rotten assholes and just be in, like, you know, absolute comfort and awesomeness.
Right.
And now I didn't have rotten assholes to get away from, and I was just in comfort and awesomeness.
So you're saying you missed them a little bit.
A little bit.
Oh, yeah. Wow. I wonder if, you know, wow, I wonder if that's how, that must have been how Harvey Keitel felt like during those 5-year stints where he didn't get to duel. He was like, when do I get, I miss him. Wow. That's crazy. But yeah, they're back now.
They are back. Safe from their cruise.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom is sunburnt, which is weird as a dark-skinned lady. That very rarely happens to her.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She and I do not get sunburn. And
that's your superpower.
That is my superpower. But she managed to get sunburnt. And then she came back home to 40-degree weather.
It's been a little chilly here in
It
Dayton,
has
Ohio.
been a little chilly. Well, tomorrow apparently it's going to be in the 80s.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ooh, I'll bust out my new shorts.
Ooh, new shorts.
Yeah, I got some new Myers shorts. Can't beat it.
I lost a pair of shorts.
That's how much fun we had in Columbus last weekend.
I lost my shorts, people. Columbus, Ohio has taken my shorts, never to give them back. For fear of the chaos I might wreak in them here in Dayton.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, I came back home last week and gathered together my laundry and was missing a pair of shorts and a shirt that I had slept in while we were there. And
We've done a lot of traveling together.
Yeah.
We've stayed in, I'm sure, a half dozen hotels over the years, like either in Chicago or Columbus.
Right.
I think it's the first time either one of us have ever slipped up. I don't think I've ever lost anything in a hotel, knock on wood.
This is, like, you know, whether traveling with you or not, this is one of the many hotel rooms I've ever stayed in, and, yeah.
First time?
First time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man, how's that feel?
It makes me feel like a real dumb shit.
I wasn't trying to get you to say that. I was curious, like, do you think, you know, maybe you're getting older, you're losing your memory, should we put you in a home?
I mean, you know, to be fair, I was hungover.
Right.
I mean, so there is that.
Yeah.
It still makes me feel really dumb.
No.
Yeah. And I'm not so, like, the shorts it was like the worst pair of shorts I ever owned in my life. They're like basketball shorts. And they've got that weird jersey texture to it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Ugh.
Yeah. So, no big loss there. But, the shirt was fairly new. It was just a black t-shirt, and, got him more than the loss of a good black t-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah. Oh, well. How have you been?
Good. We had a Magic tournament last night at Mavericks.
Ooh.
So I got to stay an extra hour.
Yeah. So that's what somebody wants to do on a Saturday night.
Oh yeah, stay an extra hour and deal with the likes of there was one dude there with a pacifier that I just thought was like a real pacifier until I realized it was like a candy pacifier, which didn't make it that much better.
Not at all.
Especially when it's fully inserted into his mouth.
Yeah.
There's like, instead of a cap, there's like this giant smiley face with like vampire teeth. And so like at one point he actually asked for, he's like, do you have any, I don't know, I forget what card he was looking for. Like,
or just say one.
Do you have any vengeful pharaohs? And I was like, no. And he was like plugging his face with his pacifier right at that moment. And he's like, oh! But as he was saying, oh, I was looking at him and he had a giant smiley face. So it was like really, like I was hard to read his emotional state. There's that guy, and then there was another guy, and this guy was actually like a really nice guy, but he was just bizarre because he showed up in like full camo fatigues, like head to toe, and he was riding this thing that I later found out is called a power board. I don't know if you've seen a power board. It looks like basically it looks like those scooters, like
Razor scooter.
Yeah, like the one in it kind of looks more like the one in Back to the Future that Marty McFly snaps the top off and turns into a skateboard. It's just like, yeah, but I mean, yeah, like a Razor scooter, only wider, much wider. And, but it's like motor powered. It has like a boat motor on the back of it, which like allows him to go like up to 30 miles an hour. And he's just like rocketing through the parking lot in full like military fatigues on this like motor scooter thing. And it was a bizarre sight. It was really, really bizarre. You have a look of disgust on your face.
Oh, because I'm disgusted.
Yeah. I asked him about it. He said it has like 2.5 horsepower.
Get a fucking car. Get a motorcycle. Get a motorbike.
Well, you know what the craziest part was? He showed up for a tournament that lasts like 4 hours.
Yeah.
And he has this thing parked outside. He said it cost him like $700. And he just had it parked outside, and he's like, is there someplace I can store this? Because I don't have a lock for it. And I was like, really? Like, why would you not have a lock for something that you ride around on when you know you're going somewhere and you're going to be for like 4 or 5 hours?
Right.
Especially when it costs
at night.
At night, yeah.
Yeah.
And this thing cost you like hundreds of dollars. That is so weird.
Well, why buy that thing in the first place? Get a fucking car. Get a bike. Get a motorbike. Get an actual scooter. Get a Vespa.
Even a Segway.
If you want to be a weird asshole,
go for the Segway.
get for the Segway. Yeah.
Yeah, at least you can lock those things up.
Right.
Like, there's no key that starts this thing either. I mean, it's like anybody with an arm that can pull the lever.
Right.
Like the motor, like whatever you call that. I'm really bad with mechanics.
Who cares?
Yeah, if you pull the like rudder or whatever, you can start it up. And they actually, I went over and talked to the manager at Christopher's, and they let him like store it in there, like under some stuff. But yeah, I was just like, why would you show up with that? That is bizarre to me.
Magic people. God damn it.
So you're looking forward to free comic book day?
Oh, yeah. I kind of am, but I'm also kind of not.
Yeah. Yeah, Eric has pledged to do some free comic book drawing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
It's a fun day.
You only say that because you don't have to deal with any of it.
Well, I'll be around comics.
Yeah, in the better capacity.
Yeah, I'm pretty lucky there.
Yeah, I'm doing, a friend of mine, her husband, I think used to work at this place. It's a, relatively newish comic shop in Dayton called Epic Loot. I guess this is their first free comic book day.
I think so, yeah.
And, he arranged to just, sort of go overboard with, the festivities of it and, just, do something special for it. And that's cool. He wants to really push the comic side of it because it is mostly a gaming store. Apparently mostly a magic shop.
Yeah.
With very minimal, focus on the comics. So, yeah, I guess he wants to, help amp up the comic side of it a little more. And that's cool.
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna be there doing, free sketches. And I'm gonna have some stuff to sell, just, stuff I've already done, but, because they told me that I could, charge and everything like that, but it just seems to be sort of, against the whole purpose of Free Comic Book Day.
To at least have something free.
Right,
You don't have to give everything away for free.
No, right, yeah. So, I'll do quick sketches for people for free, and, if you see any of the pieces that I bring there, for sale, then, those will be available for sale. But
you should totally take pictures with your phone of if you like the sketches. I'd love to see some of them.
I will try to do that if I have any takers. I'm guessing I won't.
No takers for free sketches?
I'm guessing I won't.
Oh, you underestimate the give me anything for free mentality of Free Comic Book Day clients.
And you underestimate the get out of my face asshole aspect of me being someplace.
Oh, yeah. Wow, it's like the unstoppable force of the immovable object. No, this is a real duel right here.
I've already decided that I'm going to have a sign up on my table that will say, "Do not talk about the Avengers movie."
Oh. Yeah, that could either work for you or even, worse against you. Someone's like, oh, you don't want to talk about what part of it, like this or that?
Yeah.
There could be those assholes.
Yeah, I imagine there will be. Yeah.
Wow, good luck.
But yeah, because even if I was rushing out to see it, I'm certainly not going to see it on opening night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
I have a feeling you'll overhear a lot.
Yeah, I'm praying. Maybe I'll just bring my headphones.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Just have another sign that says, please do not talk to the artist.
Or just, if you want to sketch, tap me on my shoulder.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm doing. I've also got a sort of a comic coming out on Free Comic Book Day.
Hey, nice.
I've posted a link on my website already, but I did another My Name is Jonah comic. That will be available for free download on Saturday.
That's super sweet.
Yeah. It's different-ish than what I did last year.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's continuing the same story, sorta.
Okay.
But it's also drawn in a completely different style.
Yeah,
and it was also 6 pages long, which the other one was only 2 pages long.
Wow. Yeah. No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, free comics.
Yeah.
It's the spirit of the day.
Well, you're going to be doing something Free Comic Day.
Yeah, I didn't plan it this way, but apparently the people that organized TCAF did. Me and Kathleen are going up to Toronto for TCAF, the Toronto Comic Art Festival. Yeah. And it happens to be on Free Comic Day. Yeah.
So all the comics are free?
I'm
free to get in?
I'm assuming. It is free to get in, actually. Oh, wow. Yeah. Which surprised the hell out of me. But, I mean, not this year, but, whenever I first found out that TCAF was free.
Right.
But yeah, so, although last year, I think it was Free Comic Day weekend last year too, and I don't remember there being any free comics at TCAF. Yeah. But there was a lot of flyers saying, hey, go to the Big Island and, blah, blah.
Right.
So, it's just in the spirit of the comic
love.
Comic love.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited.
Well, that's good. I hope there are less douchebags there than there were at Space.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really...
Oh, you're going to be the douchebags there.
Yeah, we'll be the douchebags. I didn't have any douchebag encounters at Space.
You did.
I maybe witnessed one, but luckily it was all directed at you. You took the brunt.
None of it was directed at me. It was just all happening around me.
Yeah.
There. Well, I guess there was maybe one direct encounter. Yeah, but
where your foot was ran over.
Yeah. But you were around a lot of it too. Yeah. I think maybe magic has desensitized you to it.
Oh, well, there's one good thing.
Yeah. I mean, did you not see all those guys in camo riding around on motorized skateboards?
Oh, you mean the guys with the vampire pacifiers? Vampacifier? I don't know what you mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I missed those guys.
Yeah, so, going to Toronto, you and your lady.
Yeah.
And, Joe G is gonna be there.
Yeah, we're gonna smuggle him in the country.
Yeah.
In our trunk.
Are you gonna leave him there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the whole plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, I mean...
We're gonna drive up to a park and maybe toss out a tennis ball and just... he'll start chasing it. We just get back in the car and go get some poutine.
Wait. Poontang?
Yeah, whatever. It's Canada. I like to pour gravy on it. What, is that freaky? I mean, it's vegetarian gravy. It's just flour and flour and water. But yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to...
Well, I'll be here like an asshole by myself with nobody to talk to or hang out with. Or
No, you'll be at Epic Loot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, my friends Steph and Keith will be there, so at least have someone I know there.
So Keith does not work there anymore?
I don't think so. I think he works at like the Mac store or Mac Depot or something like that.
Okay, I thought he was like still, some capacity there.
Yeah, I think very minor capacity because I know Steph even does a lot of stuff for them there too. But I don't think they officially work there.
Right. Yeah, okay.
I think they work there as much as I work at Mavericks.
Okay.
Which is I occasionally show up and maybe we'll help you put away a comic.
Right. Yeah. or sort something. Well, that's cool. I wish you luck. I hope it's more comic fun than magic.
I hope so. Yeah.
Douchebaggery.
Apparently, it's a huge store, so that's something. Hopefully, it'll be a little spread out. And because I know you guys have at least someone there sketching every year.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that.
It's pretty crowded. Yeah.
I visualize the layout in my head, and I don't know where you are putting this person.
We suspend them on wires.
Okay.
And it's sort of like
You just replace him where Iron Man is bursting out of the swing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then we have a trampoline that kids can hop up on and hand in the reference material or whatever. It's kind of cute. Yeah.
All right.
It's interactive.
Oh.
Yeah. But so it's crazy weekend for everybody. Hopefully the listener will make their way to a Free Comic Book Day shop across its worldwide event, people. It's not just here in Dayton. So
at least nationwide. I don't know about worldwide.
It's worldwide. I know it's in England.
All right.
Toronto.
Right? Yeah. Well, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. It is international.
Yes.
So, I haven't even looked to see what books are actually coming out on Free Comic Book Day. I don't know if there's anything interesting.
There was nothing. I mean, there was all kinds of neat stuff, but the one that really blew me away was I think it's Archaea or whatever that does Mouse Guard.
I think it's Archaea. Yeah.
Is that the one that does Mouse Guard or
I don't know.
Well, they put out a hardcover book for their Free Comic Day book.
Really?
And it was like the same price as, because we actually, secrets out there, we actually pay for those books.
Right.
Just a very, very, very small amount, like, 10 to 50 cents each. But yeah, like they put out a hardcover book. It's like, I mean, it's thin. It's maybe the size, the thickness of a CD case, but it's a freaking hardcover.
Right.
And we got like 40 of them to pass out. So
that's cool.
That was impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very.
And then, I mean, your typical. There's some Marvel stuff and DC stuff and top shelf Star Wars. All kinds of.
Yeah, I think I kind of glanced at the list and nothing really stuck out at me. It was like saying, "Ooh, I should, try to pick that one up or whatever." Yeah, so whatever, no big deal.
Yeah, there's some neat ones. Nothing I'm clamoring for either, but good stuff.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anything else exciting going
on? No. You?
Nothing worth reporting yet.
Yeah. I'm sure, you'll come back from your vacation. You'll have some stuff to talk about.
Gosh, I hope so.
Yeah, of course, that'll be 2 weeks from now, because we are going to record before you leave.
Yeah, we're going to do our comic episode before.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So you'll just have to put up with another week of bullshit from us before anything interesting happens.
Or another 10 years of it.
Right.
Somewhere in between, probably.
Yeah.
There's no way we'll do this for 10 years.
Well, maybe.
Yeah.
We've been doing it for 4.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah. So, I guess I should pick a comic and we can go maybe get something to eat.
Yeah, we haven't eaten dinner yet.
No, yeah. I'm starting to feel a little hungry.
I'm getting there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I'm sure by the time I hear the name of your book and we make it through the outro song, I'll be starving.
Yeah. All right then. Well then, that's good because the title of my book that I'm picking is fairly long.
Oh, okay.
And it is entirely possible that I am going to get it wrong as I say it.
Ooh. Okay.
I'm going to try not to get it wrong.
Is it in another language?
No.
Okay.
It is English, but every time that I have thought the title in my head, I think it wrong.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go. The book that I am picking is an image book. It's a trade paperback that just came out fairly recently. And it is called The Strange Talents of Luther Strode.
Okay.
And I got it right.
Nice.
I keep wanting to call it like The Strange Adventures or The Strange Cases.
Or The Talented Strangeness.
Right.
Or something.
But it is The Strange Talents of Luther Strode.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know who this is about?
I cannot for the life of me think of the name of the writer.
Okay. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't think of who they are either.
I'm going to take a guess and probably be wrong.
Chap Yap.
Definitely not Chap Yap. I'm probably going to be wrong with the name of the writer. I think his name is maybe Justin Ponser.
Okay.
The name of the artist is a guy by the name of Trad Moore. And I know that for certain.
Yeah. In relation to Alan or Tony? Or
not that I'm aware of. But I will already say that the sole reason I even bought this book in the first place was because I thought his art was fantastic.
Nice.
Otherwise, didn't know a thing about this book, didn't know what it was about. Just went into it thinking that I'm going to buy this because the art is amazing.
Sweet.
So,
looking forward to it.
So, yeah. So we'll go ahead and read that.
Nice. Read along, kids.
Yeah. Strange Talents of Luther Strode. Or just look up Luther Strode and find out what the real title is.
And who did it. Because we don't know any of that. That's how we roll.
Yeah.
That's why we've got so many sponsors.
Well, yeah, I guess we should maybe make a real quick shout out and thank you to our pal Kurt Dins.
Oh, yeah.
For sending us free comics.
Care package.
Yeah.
It's a week early. He's doing it like nobody's business.
I know. That's why Kurt Dins is better than the comic book industry.
Oh, clearly.
Yeah.
Clearly. And easier to, get your arms around.
Yeah.
Give him a big hug.
Yeah. He looks like the kind of guy who'd be fun to hug.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, once you get past the smell,
Oh, yeah.
It's all downhill.
I mean, he's a punk rock metalhead, so,
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
there's an odor.
Yeah, he spends his time in the pungent basement.
That is true, and he drinks a lot.
Self-professed.
So,
Yeah.
He is, he's the pungent artist.
Yeah, he is. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's probably the only free comic book I'm going to get for free comic book. Sounds exciting.
Yeah. So, thanks, Kurt. New issue of One Year in Indiana is out. I don't know if he sells those things anywhere on his website or not, but
Pretty sure. At least the old ones I haven't seen.
I mean, I'm a follower of his on the Twitters and on the Facebook, and this is the first I'd heard that this thing was even happening, was just getting it in the mail.
Oh yeah, it shocked me too.
Yeah.
Because I saw it and I was like, what's Kurt sending?
Right, yeah.
But yeah, super sweet.
Yeah, so thanks, Kurt.
You can rush out and buy it.
Oh yeah. 1 Year in Indiana, pungentbasementart.com.
Nice.
Something else that he does as well.
Oh.
I think it's 1yearinIndiana.blogspot.com. You can maybe check that out. I don't know. And he's on Twitter.
It's a fun book.
Yeah.
It's definitely a fun book, especially if you like metal.
Yeah. Or if you just like Kurt Dins.
Or comedy.
Or comedy.
Or stippling.
Yeah. Oh, stippling.
He's good at that.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
All right, then. Sorry. Let's see if we're hungry after the song ends here.
Okay.
All right. See you next week. You can subscribe to Gutter Trash at iTunes or directly at guttertrash.net. If you go to iTunes, please leave us a review. You can email us at eric@guttertrash.net or jason@guttertrash.net. For more info, you can find us on Facebook. Or you can go to seanborn.net or buyerbeware.guttertrash.net. Listen to our sister podcast, League Night, at league.guttertrash.net. Thank you for listening. Until next time.